Imagine standing in front of a mirror, your eyes locked onto the reflection staring back at you. A cold whisper inside says you're not enough. Not strong enough, not worthy enough, not best enough. But what if that whisper is a lie? What if the only thing holding you back is the story you tell yourself? What if for once you stopped acting like you were less and acted like you were the best? Imagine what that would feel like. Not arrogance, not vanity, but the calm certainty of someone who knows they are forged by fire, tempered by discipline, and unshakable by the chaos of the world. This is not just confidence. This is a choice to act with the unwavering self-belief that no one is better than you. Because in the end, it's not about them, it's about you and the power you wield over yourself. Section 1, the foundation of belief. Our perception of who we are determines how we move through this world. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who faced relentless turmoil, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." These words are not just a call for resilience. They are a blueprint for belief. You see, the external world is chaos, unpredictable, and often ruthless. But what happens inside your mind, that is where your power lies. If you let doubt take root, you poison your potential. But if you cultivate belief, an unyielding belief that you are capable, strong, and resilient, you create a foundation that cannot be shaken. Believing you are the best doesn't mean arrogance. It doesn't mean thinking you are above others. No, this belief is an internal commitment to your own potential. It means setting a standard that you refuse to lower. It means knowing that no matter what storm comes your way, you will not falter. You will not crumble. Because deep within, you know you are built to endure. This belief becomes your armor, your guiding light in the darkest moments of self-doubt. Consider a blacksmith forging a sword. He doesn't create a blade with uncertainty or hesitation. Every strike of the hammer, every moment of the flame, is infused with intent and confidence. The blade becomes stronger, more resilient with each blow. Likewise, each challenge you face, each hardship endured, is a hammer shaping your belief. The fires of struggle temper your resolve. To believe you are the best is to trust the process of your own forging, to trust that every scar, every failure has honed you into something sharper and more formidable. Now, picture a vast battlefield. A warrior stands at its center, the weight of his armor pressing into his shoulders. The enemy is fierce, the odds daunting, but he doesn't let doubt creep in. To hesitate is to invite defeat. Instead, he channels every moment of preparation, every lesson learned, and every ounce of discipline. His belief in his strength, in his readiness, becomes the driving force behind every step forward. He moves not with arrogance, but with certainty. A certainty born from relentless preparation and an unbreakable mind. Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Doubt is an illusion, a self-made enemy that lives only in the shadows of our mind. When we eliminate that doubt, when we replace it with belief, we step into the light. We act with purpose, with clarity, knowing that our potential is not dictated by circumstances, but by our mindset. To believe you are the best is to silence those inner demons, to extinguish the flames of insecurity, and to rise above your limitations. This is not about pretending to be the best. It is about becoming the best version of yourself through relentless action and unwavering mindset. Every time you choose to act with confidence, every time you silence that whisper of doubt, you reinforce your foundation. You strengthen the walls of your fortress, and with each step you rise above the chaos, knowing that no one has power over you unless you surrender it. Your belief is your battleground. Win it, and the rest of the world will fall into place. When we embrace this truth, we are no longer vulnerable to the opinions of others. The noise of the world fades into insignificance, because we know who we are and we know what we stand for. This belief is a quiet strength, a fortress within that no storm can breach. And in that silence, we become unstoppable. Section 2, Mastering Self-Perception. Our minds are battlegrounds where perceptions clash and reality is forged. Epictetus once stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle, when internalized, becomes a weapon of unparalleled power. The world is full of judgments, expectations, and illusions. But the way you perceive yourself defines how you respond to these external forces. If you see yourself as weak, the world's challenges will break you. If you see yourself as unworthy, the opinions of others will shackle you. But if you perceive yourself as strong, resilient, and composed, the world's turbulence will merely wash over you like water over stone. Imagine standing in front of a mirror. The reflection staring back at you is shaped not by reality, but by the stories you tell yourself. If those stories are filled with doubt and fear, the reflection will seem fragile and broken. But if those stories are filled with purpose, strength, and self-respect, the reflection becomes a figure of fortitude. Self-perception is not a passive observation. It is an active creation. It is something you must craft, reinforce, and defend. The narrative you write about yourself will dictate whether you live as a prisoner of your fears or a warrior of your purpose. Consider a sculptor chiseling a block of marble. He does not see a lifeless stone. He sees the potential within it. He envisions the masterpiece waiting to be revealed. With every strike, he removes what doesn't belong, unveiling the beauty that lies beneath. Likewise, we must chisel away our negative self-perceptions. The doubts, the insecurities, the fears, they are not who we are. They are mere layers of stone hiding our true essence. We must strike them down, bit by bit, until what remains is our purest, strongest self. This process is not easy. It requires patience, consistency, and courage. It requires standing firm when the world tries to impose its perceptions upon you. Seneca warned us of this when he wrote, "The man who is not master of himself, though he may be a prince, is a slave." If you let others define who you are, you hand over your sovereignty. You become a puppet to their opinions, a slave to their judgments. But if you master your self-perception, you become sovereign. No opinion, no criticism, no judgment can sway you. You know who you are, and you hold that truth like a sword. In every moment, we are faced with a choice: to believe in the narratives others create for us, or to forge our own. To stand tall and proclaim, "This is who I am, and this is who I will become." This belief doesn't come from empty affirmation, it comes from action. It comes from the daily discipline of proving to yourself that you are capable, that you are resilient. With each challenge faced and each hardship overcome, your self-perception strengthens. You are not pretending to be strong, you are becoming strong. You are not feigning confidence, you are building confidence through action. Self-perception is the cornerstone of your mind's fortress. If it is weak, the fortress will crumble under pressure. But if it is solid, no siege can breach its walls. To believe you are the best, you must first see yourself as worthy of that belief. And that worthiness is not given, it is earned. Earn it through discipline, through resilience, through relentless pursuit of growth. Chisel away the doubts and let your true self emerge, steadfast, unshakable, and sovereign. Section 3. Embrace the dichotomy of control. In this chaotic world, where uncertainty and unpredictability reign, the Stoics taught us a vital principle: the dichotomy of control. Epictetus captures it succinctly: some things are up to us, and some are not up to us. This is not merely a philosophical idea. It is a weapon for mental liberation. To act as if you are the best means understanding what you can control and releasing what you cannot. Without this clarity, we drift into frustration, bitterness, and wasted energy. Imagine you are sailing a ship in the middle of a storm. You cannot control the ferocity of the wind or the relentlessness of the waves. But you can control how you steer the vessel, how you adjust the sails, and how you respond to the storm's fury. Your effort is what matters. The outcome lies beyond your dominion. The person who accepts this sails forward with calm determination. The person who resists this reality drowns in panic and despair. We must recognize that external events, the actions of others, the outcomes of our efforts, the circumstances life throws at us, are not within our control. What is within our control is how we think, how we react, and how we choose to act. To act as if no one is better than you is to grasp this truth tightly. You become untouchable when your focus sharpens on your own conduct and attitude. Opinions lose their power over you. Circumstances become neutral, neither good nor bad, only opportunities to exercise your virtue. This principle is not a call for passivity. On the contrary, it demands relentless action. We take responsibility for everything within our sphere of control, our thoughts, words, and deeds. We plan, we prepare, we strive with unwavering discipline. But when the results come, we accept them without resentment or despair. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. True strength is born in this realization. It is the strength of a warrior who fights with all his might but does not crumble if victory is delayed or denied. Think of the athlete who trains day after day, hour after hour. She controls her effort, her discipline, and her mindset. On the day of the competition, she cannot control the weather, the judges, or her opponents. If she ties her self-worth to winning, she sets herself up for torment. But if she ties her worth to the effort she exerts, she is liberated. She walks away proud, whether she holds the trophy or not. This is the mindset of those who refuse to be shackled by the uncontrollable. When you internalize the dichotomy of control, your life simplifies. The noise of what-ifs, worries, and regrets fades into silence. You face each challenge with clarity. Is this within my control? If yes, I will act with courage and precision. If no, I will let it go with grace. This mental discipline clears the path for decisive action and serene acceptance. You waste no energy on futile battles. You reserve all your strength for the battles you can win, the battles within yourself. This is the essence of fortitude, to know where your power lies and to wield it fully, to refuse to be a victim of fate, luck, or circumstance. When you embody this, you radiate an unshakable confidence. The world may think you are arrogant, but they do not see the truth. You are simply disciplined in your focus. You have no time for despair over what you cannot change. You have no energy for complaining about the inevitable. You are too busy mastering what is yours to master. Embrace this principle and watch how your mind transforms. You will feel lighter, sharper, more resilient. You will act as if you are the best because you know that your power lies within, and no one can take that power from you unless you allow them to. Section 4. Cultivate an indifferent mindset. To act as if you are the best, as if no one is better than you, requires a mind free from the chains of excessive desire and fear. The Stoics called this apatheia, or tranquility of the mind. It is not about emotional numbness, but about mastering your emotional responses. When you cultivate an indifferent mindset, you are no longer at the mercy of your cravings or anxieties. You become a fortress, unshaken by the storms of life. Seneca teaches us, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. When you chase after praise, status, or material possessions, you expose yourself to emotional turbulence. Your sense of worth becomes fragile, tied to things beyond your control. One compliment inflates your ego, one criticism deflates it. But when you train your mind to be indifferent to these external rewards, you reclaim your inner strength. You act not to impress, but to express your highest self. Imagine walking through a crowded room, voices murmuring, eyes judging. If you seek validation, every glance is a dagger, every whisper a threat. But if you carry yourself with indifference, their opinions become shadows, insubstantial, fleeting. You stride forward, your head held high, not because you think you're perfect, but because you know their judgments are irrelevant. You are focused on your path, your purpose, and your principles. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, remember that it is not the events that disturb men, but their judgments concerning them. A true Stoic mind filters out the noise of the world. It chooses which thoughts to entertain and which to dismiss. To act as if no one is better than you means to refuse to be a slave to praise or blame. Your peace comes from within. Your worth is self-defined. When you master this, you walk with a quiet, powerful confidence that radiates from the depths of your being. Indifference does not mean inaction. It means you act with purpose, regardless of the outcome. You pursue excellence, not applause. You uphold integrity, not popularity. You seek mastery, not recognition. When you reach this state, you are untouchable. Failures do not break you. Successes do not blind you. You stand firm, knowing that your effort, your character, and your discipline are the only measures that matter. Think of the ancient gladiators, men who walked into the arena knowing death was a possibility. They did not flinch or falter. Their minds were hardened by indifference. They knew they could not control the outcome, but they could control their courage, their technique, and their honor. They fought as if they were the best, not because they were guaranteed victory, but because they refused to be conquered by fear or doubt. We can apply this to our own lives. In our careers, our relationships, our personal goals, we must act with a steadfast indifference to the whims of fate. We strive for success, but we are not destroyed by setbacks. We seek love, but we are not shattered by rejection. We chase our dreams, but we remain grounded in reality. This mental fortitude allows us to rise above the petty insecurities that plague others. We become architects of our own destiny, sculpting our lives with deliberate, unshakable hands. When you cultivate this mindset, people notice. They sense the calm in your presence, the resolute strength behind your eyes. You are not swayed by flattery or shaken by insults. You remain centered, driven by an internal compass that no external storm can disrupt. This is what it means to act as if you are the best, not with arrogance, but with the unyielding strength of someone who has mastered their mind. Section 5. Relentless discipline shapes the best version of you. Discipline is the bedrock of greatness. To act as if you are the best requires an unrelenting commitment to discipline, a devotion to your actions, your routines, and your principles. The Stoics understood this deeply. Epictetus declared, "No man is free who is not master of himself." The chains that bind us are not always physical. They are habits of weakness, procrastination, and indulgence. Freedom lies in self-mastery, and self-mastery is forged through disciplined action. Discipline is not glamorous. It is not the fiery passion of motivation that burns bright and fades quickly. It is the cold steel of routine, the decision to show up every day, regardless of mood, weather, or circumstance. Discipline is rising before dawn to train while others sleep. It is working on your craft in solitude when applause is absent. It is turning away from easy comforts and choosing the hard, right path over the soft, wrong one. Imagine a blacksmith forging a sword. Each strike of the hammer, each moment in the fire refines the metal, hardens it, strengthens it. The blade is not formed by one mighty blow, but by thousands of relentless, precise strikes. Our character is the same. Each disciplined act is a strike of the hammer. Each refusal to give in to weakness tempers our soul. We do not become the best by accident. We become the best through the furnace of self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world, wrote in his Meditations, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work. As a human being, what do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for?" He understood that life's purpose is action, and action requires discipline. To lay in bed when duty calls, to indulge in laziness when effort is required. This is a betrayal of our purpose, a surrender of our potential. To act as if no one is better than you means to live with such steadfast discipline that your actions speak louder than any proclamation. The disciplined person does not need to announce their greatness. Their dedication is visible in their consistency, their results, their unwavering focus. They do not need external validation because they are secure in the knowledge that they have given their all each and every day. But discipline is not just physical, it is mental, it is emotional, it is the refusal to let destructive thoughts derail you. It is the choice to remain calm when anger flares, to remain focused when distractions pull at you. When we control our mind, we control our life. Seneca reminds us, "He who is brave is free." The brave are those who face the discomfort of discipline, who stand firm in the face of temptation, who march forward when others falter. There is a paradox here. The more disciplined we become, the more freedom we achieve. The athlete who disciplines their body is free to compete at the highest level. The artist who disciplines their craft is free to express their genius. The thinker who disciplines their mind is free to explore the depths of wisdom. True excellence, the kind that makes us act as if we are the best, is born from this paradox of disciplined freedom. We must remember, discipline is not about perfection, it is about persistence. There will be days when we stumble, when we fall short of our standards. But even in failure, discipline whispers to us, "Get up, try again." Each time we rise, we forge a stronger self. We inch closer to the best version of ourselves. And through this relentless pursuit, we become unstoppable. Commit to this path, and you will find that acting as if no one is better than you is not a hollow boast. It is a reflection of the disciplined warrior you have become. A warrior who, through countless small victories over weakness, has built an unbreakable spirit. Conclusion: The journey to becoming unstoppable. We have explored the path of self-belief, relentless action, resilience, and discipline. To act as if no one is better than you is not a fleeting mindset. It is a way of life, a declaration of your commitment to excellence. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus understood this truth, that greatness is not a gift handed to the few, but a craft honed by the many who dare to take responsibility for their lives. As we tread this journey, let us remember, we are sculptors of our own destiny. The tools are in our hands: self-control, fortitude, resilience, and discipline. To wield them daily is to shape a life that reflects strength and purpose. We do not boast, nor do we seek to outshine others. We simply strive to be the best version of ourselves, knowing that this path, walked faithfully, leads to unshakable greatness. In the end, acting as if no one is better than you isn't arrogance. It is the silent, steadfast commitment to embodying your fullest potential. It is the courage to face yourself, conquer your mind, and master your emotions. It is the unwavering belief that no challenge, no obstacle, no setback can define you. Only you can define you. You are the architect of your life. Build wisely, act boldly, strive relentlessly, and remember, you are enough and you can become unstoppable. If this message resonated with you, don't let it stop here. Take a moment to like this video to support the channel. If you want more content on self-mastery, subscribe to The Modern Stoic and join a community dedicated to personal transformation. Share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us how you plan to embrace your path to excellence. And let's uplift each other.